It's been a long while since Hyundai has been missing out on the action in the sedan segment. The new Honda City, the Maruti Suzuki Ciaz have been taking away most of the share in that segment. Now the reason for Hyundai losing out on action in that segment was simple. The older Verna was outdated. But then again, Hyundai didn't want to miss out, and here they are back again with the all new Verna. So let's start off with the design of the new Verna first. On first glance, it's evident there's a lot of inspiration from the Elantra. Well, of course, it shares the platform, so that's going to be the case. If you look at the front end, you've got this cascade grille, sharp wraparound headlamps. These headlamps have got again LED DRLs and projector headlamps. You've got a sharp looking sleek lower part of the bumper. The chrome surrounds around the fog lamp. If you look at all of it, it's got a very sharp look to it. So overall it looks sporty, it's got a very coupe-like profile, and it looks very premium too. Now one of the best angles to view the Verna is from the side. It's got all the ingredients that you would expect from a good looking car. It's got a long hood. Apart from that, it's got these good looking alloy wheels, and the most striking part is the coupe-like roofline. Now just to show you the extent of the Verna's coupe-like design, I'll just pop open the boot lid. Now with the boot lid open, if you have a look at the roofline, you see it's a perfect coupe design. There's no break in between. It's only when you close the boot lid you see a variation. Now moving back to the rear of the Verna, the same sharp angular curves continue here as well. You've got this wraparound tail lamp, resembles the one you see in the Elantra. Apart from that, again, the boot, the bumper, all of it, it's got a very chiseled look to it. Now one of the other areas where the Verna has got a major upgrade is the interiors. Now to start off with, if you look at the center console, what you have here is a 7-inch IPS display touchscreen. It gives you access to satellite navigation. You've got the regular Bluetooth, USB connectivity, all of it is there. Apart from that, you also get Android Auto, Apple CarPlay and Mirror Link. So when you talk about connectivity options, it's pretty much sorted. Got this very useful cavity. So it's got a rubber padding, so you can easily put your smartphone here. It will not get scratched or anything. There's enough space for your wallet and smartphone. You've got again charging ports here. You've got an aux in and a USB port. So if you look at connectivity, well, the Verna offers very good options on that front. If I talk about seats, the front seats again are very comfortable. This variant that we are driving is not the top variant, it's one below, and that's the reason why it's got fabric seats. However, if you opt for the top variant, you get leather seats which are ventilated, and that is going to come in very handy if you're living up in the northern part of the country, especially in summers. Trust me, people are going to have fights over who's going to take the front seat. Talking about the information display, well, the instrument console, again, it's a combination of digital and analog. So what you get is a speedometer, tachometer, and you get a digital thing which gives you access to all information like distance to empty, your instant fuel consumption, time, range, all of it. Apart from that, another nice touch in the cabin is this sunroof. It's an electrically operated sunroof. So that's again one more nice touch to the cabin. If I talk about the plastic quality, the build quality, the material quality, there's not much that you can complain about. Right from the dark part to the beige part, everything looks well, it feels good to hold. Other interesting features inside the cabin include Hyundai AutoLink, which allows real-time monitoring like engine RPM, driving patterns. You can also get your summary report. However, this is only available on top variants. One can also use the iBlue app, which can be used to control the audio from the rear seat using your smartphone. That is a smart move in our opinion. So now we're in the back seat of the new Verna, and I've got the driver seat adjusted to my driving preference, and well, I've got a lot of space. My height is 5 feet 8 inches, 172 centimeters. So for me, it's perfectly fine. There's a good cavity under the seat, so you can just push your feet under the seat. So while the rear seat is perfectly fine for someone of my height, taller occupants might have a problem here. Apart from that, if I talk about headroom, again, for me right now, it's just about enough. It's going to be a problem, especially because of the sloping roofline, that coupe design. It looks good, but again, there's this compromise with the headroom. But apart from that, the seats themselves, they're comfortable. You've got a center armrest here. You can put in 2 beverage drinks or glasses here. So overall, if you look at the cabin from the front and the rear perspective, it's a good place to be in, especially at the front. The rear again is good, only if you're a tall person. That is the only time when you might have a little bit of problem with space. Now when it comes to engines, Hyundai has played it smart this time. They have done away with the 1.4 litre engines. What you get with the new Verna is a 1.6 litre petrol and a 1.6 litre diesel engine. The good thing is that both of them are now being offered with automatic transmission, and that is going to be a key differentiator for the Verna when you compare it to the competition. The car that we are driving right now, well, this is a diesel one, and the 1.6 litre diesel engine develops about 126 horsepower and a healthy 250 Newton meters of torque. We've got an automatic transmission here. It's a 6-speed automatic unit. It's a decent unit, shifts at a pretty quick pace, a little slow when it comes to quick downshifts, but then again, yes, for most purposes you would need on maybe in traffic or on highway runs, it will do the job effectively without any trouble. Now talking about the engine, well, it's a smooth unit. Hyundai has done a lot of job in improving the low end response. So at around 1250 RPM is where you will find a lot of improvement in low end torque, and that helps when you're driving in the city in traffic. It helps, there is minimal lag, so that's a good thing when you compare it to the older Verna. In terms of NVH2, again, there's been a lot of work that has been done in soundproofing the cabin, and even the pillars have been filled with expandable foam, and that reduces the wind noise. Now talking about the ride quality and handling, well, if you talk about ride quality, again, the new Verna is a lot better than the older one. There's been a lot of work that is being done to improve the suspension, both in the front and the rear, as a result of which now the damping has improved. Even when you go around corners, you feel that the handling is a lot better than the older one. So while the older Verna did used to feel a little bit floaty at high speeds, this one's a lot more stable. Even if you're going hard around corners, again, you have got a little more grip. The steering feel has improved, although it's not really what you would call a driver's car, but then again, yes, there's been a massive improvement. One of the key reasons for improvement in the ride quality is the reduction in front wheel forward displacement on the front suspension. This reduces horizontal wheel movement on jerks and hence ensures smoother ride quality. The new Verna fares well in terms of safety. It comes with dual airbags at the front as standard, and one can also opt for 6 airbags. The advanced high strength steel is now being up to 50% in the chassis instead of the 13% used in the older Verna. This makes the chassis light yet rigid, and it also enhances safety, as in the case of a collision, deformation of the cabin is lower. So we've come to the end of driving the Verna, and it's time to give you a verdict whether the Verna is good enough to take on the Honda City and the Maruti Suzuki Ciaz or not. And the answer from our side is a resounding yes. So it's got a great engine, a good transmission, an improved cabin. Overall, it has improved massively in terms of handling and ride quality. No longer is this Verna a nervous handler, it's a confident car at high speeds as well. So with all these improvements, Hyundai has priced it very competitively between rupees 7.99 lakh to 12.61 lakh. The beauty of this pricing is that when you look at the variants have been priced very smartly, and almost all of the variants offer more kit than the competition right now. Considering all of the facts that we just told you, there is no doubt about it that Hyundai certainly has a winner on their hands in the form of the new Verna. Within just about 3 to 4 days of launching the car, the company has already got more than 4,500 bookings, and that just explains the kind of a flyer start this car has got. So well, it's the best looking car right now in the segment according to us, and it is also the most feature packed. Now it's time for the competition to retaliate. If you like the video, please press the like button and also hit that subscribe button. For For anything else from the world of wheels, please log on to our website www.expressdrives.com. Till the next time we meet, drive safe and obey all traffic rules.